I go, you will carry me.
Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I am up with my top 5. I'm sorry, I can hear Delilah. She's found a recorder this morning and she's downstairs playing it. So apologies if you just hear... Oh, that's going to be really annoying, isn't it? Apologies if you can hear it. I'm not going to stop her, she's absolutely loving it. So I'm up with my second trimester, so my top 5 second trimester must-haves, essentials, whatever you want to call them. Things that I found that I've either needed or that have helped me through my second trimester. I say through, I'm not at the end of my second trimester yet, I'm sort of smack bang in the middle, but these are things that I found useful. So let's get stuck in. First up, a water bottle. Get yourself a water bottle. This thing has not left my side. Like, I'm just so thirsty all the time. Not only that, it's just good to stay hydrated, and I find if I've got one near me, then I drink more. So yeah, good to stay hydrated. These aren't actually that expensive. I think I got this one off of Amazon actually. Anything that I show you, I'll do my best to find and link below. Failing that, I'll just link something similar. So you don't have to spend a fortune on these. You don't even have to have one. But I've just found it useful, and I've definitely found I've been drinking more in the second trimester. Not only that, it is June now, so it is a little bit hotter. Although we are in Wales, so say that with caution. We have had some nice days. So I can't complain. But yeah, definitely recommend. I think this is it's a Hydrate Mate one, and I like that it's actually got the I don't know if you can see that. No, but it's got the, I don't think you can really see it very well, but it's got the times down the front, which I find quite motivating as well. So if you're bad for drinking water, don't drink enough, then this is quite handy, and I find it can be quite motivating. 8 AM to 12 PM and then 2 PM to 6 PM. So handy. Number 2 on my list, I've just got to go and grab it. My maternity pillow! Oh god, I look like a right idiot. Ow. I actually bought this quite early on in my... Was I even in? Yeah, it was right at the beginning of the second trimester. I just found I was getting a bit more uncomfortable trying to sleep. I'm a belly sleeper, so I do kind of sleep sort of like half on my belly with sort of like one leg up, one leg straight. Not anymore, obviously, can't do that now. And yeah, I suppose just because when you get to 20 weeks as well, they tell you not to sleep on your back. Because of the weight of the baby, I think it's pushing on, whether it's arteries or something like that. Oh god, I'm awful at this. I read something somewhere, you're not supposed to sleep on your back after 20 weeks because of reduced, whether it's blood flow or something like to do with that anyway, to the baby. So I thought I'd just try and get into the habit of doing that a lot earlier, just so that I get used to it. So I did actually buy this quite early on, so you can sleep with it sort of like in between your legs, so you're cuddling it, so to speak. And it's definitely helped. Especially because like I said, I used to sleep on my belly. So it's actually been really comfortable for me and has definitely helped with sleep. You also get this little extra pillow with it, which can be quite handy. So if I'm using that sort of like between my legs, I'll sometimes just prop this sort of like behind my back, just to stop me from rolling onto my back then. I actually find it really comfortable with that behind my back. Oh, the other thing is, so I bought this from Amazon. The other thing is it actually can turn into a... baby brain is awful. I can't even think what I'm saying. It'll turn into a nursing pillow. So you can turn it into a nursing pillow. So it has got, I don't know if you can see that, a little toggle on the end. So you can sort of like do it around you. Do the toggle up, and then obviously, don't know if you can see that, but it comes around you then. So obviously when you're feeding your baby, once your baby's here, if you are going to breastfeed, which I hopefully am. I didn't actually have a nursing pillow with Delilah, but I definitely think it'll be something that'll be useful. What, darling? Yeah, of course you can have an apple, darling. So I didn't actually have a nursing pillow with Delilah, but I do, when I breastfed Delilah, but I do think it would come in handy. I am hoping to breastfeed again. Fingers crossed everything goes well and I'm able to, then I definitely think it would be good to have. It wasn't very expensive either, considering the price, some of the prices that I have seen. I think that's what put me off previously buying one when I was pregnant with Delilah. Just some of the prices were quite like silly. But that was again from Amazon and really inexpensive, so I'll link that down below as well if you want to check out, or if failing that, if I can't find it, then I'll just link a similar one. Next up, oh, I think we've got a visitor. Hello, you coming to join us? Say hello.
Hello.
Showing your apple, are you? Delilah is a bit poorly at the minute, so that's why you're at home, isn't it? You got a bit of a cold. Lovely. So number 3 is new underwear. Obviously everything is growing. Your body is growing, baby's growing, belly's growing, your boobs are growing. That is certainly the area that I have had to change. As I thought, oh thanks darling, that while I was at it I would just go ahead and buy some nursing bras. They tend to be comfy anyway. They've got the little clips on them. I'm hoping to breastfeed.
Mom,
yes.
what are you doing?
I'm talking. And I just thought, rather than having to spend the money on obviously just bigger bras now and then obviously having to buy the nursing bras if I am able to breastfeed, it would be like a double whammy. So I just thought I'd just invest in some nursing bras now because they are comfortable and obviously they're bigger, so hopefully they'll still fit me. So yeah, just bigger underwear in general. Number 4 is hydrating belly oil. What does it say? Soothing, hydrating, fantastic, skin elastic. It's My Expert Midwife. I'll show you it just on there. Let me see if I can get that to focus. I'll link it down below. Now I did get stretch marks when I was pregnant with Delilah. I was oiling my belly, like moisturizing my belly, I think about like 3 times a day. I was really worried about getting stretch marks. My mum never got stretch marks, so I was so sort of like not naive to it, because obviously I was putting it on 3 times a day, but in my mind, because I was putting, it wasn't this, I was putting, I think it was, what even, I don't know, I was putting some oil on it and I was putting some moisturiser on it that was meant to help prevent stretch marks. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. But one thing I do just want to say is, please don't be worried, and don't be fooled into thinking that you're not going to get them. Anyone can get them. It depends on your type of skin, your genes. There's so many different factors that go into it, and yeah, I understand that your body changing, big changes like that to your body can be scary, but please don't be scared of them. They're completely natural and you are beautiful. Just remember that. So yeah, I am using this time, not because I'm scared of getting any more stretch marks. I'm definitely, that thought doesn't even go through my mind anymore. Just because I remember how irritable they were, how itchy my skin was. And the one thing that I did find that used to help was moisturising my belly, and it's just nice anyway. It's a nice little routine to get into. So in the evening I tend to put this on. In the morning if I can remember, but mainly in the evening I'll just pop some of this on my growing bump, just to keep it hydrated, so that when my skin does start to stretch again, hopefully it won't be as itchy and irritable. Number 5 is maternity clothes. So purchasing maternity clothes, you don't need to spend a fortune, but I certainly found that in the 2nd trimester is when sort of my clothes did start to feel a little bit uncomfortable. Not necessarily I'm bulging out of them, but they were starting to get a bit uncomfortable, so I wanted to find something a lot more comfy to wear. I have invested in some maternity clothes from places like PLT, Misguided, and ASOS, sort of well, I think New Look actually as well, but just little bits, a few sort of like staple pieces, items, whatever you want to call them. So a few maternity leggings, like a few dresses, just with it being summer. And also with the dresses, not necessarily maternity, so you don't have to go
Mum?
maternity. Some things I bought and just sized up. Yes, darling.
Can I talk to them too?
What do you
Can
want
I talk to the camera?
What do you want to say to them?
Say happy birthday to the camera, Daddy's birthday.
Tally, because it's just been Tally's birthday.
Happy birthday, camera, Daddy's birthday.
You cutie pie. So you, like I said though, you don't need to spend a fortune. I know I say I've bought little bits and bobs from these. I haven't spent a fortune, but I've just bought little bits and bobs, like staple items. And then I also have bought some things that are non-maternity. I've just sized up a size, or if I think they're going to be generous in the fit, then I've just stayed the same, like in dresses and things. Just bought sort of like midi dresses, so they can cater for your bump, growing bump. And yeah, you definitely don't have to spend a fortune, so don't panic. Even if you just go to somewhere like Primark, just size up in a pair of leggings or something like that. You can find some dresses. Just sizing up. I find sizing up in a lot of things does help, just to try and factor in for obviously the bigger boobs and the bigger bump. And that's it for my top 5 second trimester must-haves, essentials, whatever you want to call them. However, one more thing that I did just want to add in, although I suppose this kind of makes it a top 6, that doesn't quite sound as good though, does it? Is apps. So I have 2 apps. Well, actually I've got 3. I have 3 apps that I follow. They're quite nice to just be able to read little updates on your baby daily or whenever you want to. Let me see if I can get that to focus in there. The light's a bit rubbish. And it gives you nice little updates on your baby. So that one is called Nurture by Glow. I think they actually do pregnancy. Thanks, Delilah. And then the next one is Ovia. Ovia is lovely, so you get a little, it shows you the, oh come on focus, the hand and footprint, which is really quite cute. Shows it growing, and it has an outline of where it should be at obviously full term then, which is quite sweet.
Mom, love you, Mummy.
Oh, darling. Love you too, baby girl. Also has videos on there. I think you get to, by the time you get to a certain, I think it's like 16 weeks, it has weekly videos for you to watch, which is quite nice to sort of see the different size of your baby and what's happening in this week of pregnancy. I don't always look at it. I did every single day when I was pregnant with Lila. However, now obviously second baby, there is a lot more going on. I'm a lot busier, but it is really nice. In the evening, I do try and just get into my little routine of reading it before bed, after I've popped my little oil on my tummy while I'm waiting for it to dry. And then the third one that I have is just called Pregnancy Plus. It looks like this. Sorry for the awful lighting. Oh, there we go. Shows you the baby each week, which is really nice. Again, it's got little things on there. Tells you how far along you are, day 146. It also has me and shows sort of an image of the bum. Let me see if I can, that sounds like I said bum then, bump. And shows every month how the baby changes, which is quite sweet. I remember being sort of at this stage just thinking, oh my gosh, it feels like it's forever away, but now we are at month 5. Also at the bottom here, it gives you, sorry for the awful angle and lighting, it gives you the option to put in a picture of your bump, which is quite nice. So then obviously you've got that going forward. You can add in a picture every month, which is really nice. Just to look back on and see how your bump is progressing too. So that's going to go ahead and conclude today's video. I will link everything that I have shown in the description box below. If I can't find those ones, then I'll just link something similar. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you have enjoyed this video. It means the absolute world to me. And don't forget to push this little bell button as well, and that'll give you a notification every time I upload a video. There will obviously be more pregnancy type videos to follow, also just everyday life, parenting, general life. We've also just bought a small holding, well I say just, back in March it all went through. and we are going to be knocking down a derelict cottage and starting from scratch to build our dream home. So if that's your cup of tea, then yeah, make sure you subscribe and we will see you on our next video. Thank you.